So this is the Prince Philip Cup. It's for junior girls 8s, and we have Shrewsbury School. They are on the left of your picture. We saw them race yesterday, and on the right of your picture it is the women from St Edward's School. St Edward's School, we're going to see them come down later, I think, in the Princess Elizabeth. And great programme from a club, really, which is quite small in terms of independent schools, but it's co-ed and it produces great women's 8s and great boys' 8s.
Well, not only great women's 8s, but great women's 8s that are finding speed at exactly the right time. This Teddy's 8 were third at the National Schools Regatta, but overturned the National Championship leg at the Henley Women's Regatta in the semi-finals to make that final of the Peabody Cup. And here at Henley Royal Regatta, they are having a really good opening salvo here against Shrewsbury School, who themselves are no slouches.
No, Shrewsbury School have that beautiful spot where they row down in the West Country, idyllic stretch of the River Severn. So just going through the picture for Shrewsbury School, 5-girl Daniela Bugeni. She made the first 8 as a J15, Daniela, which is pretty cool. So you can already see Teddies are going down the gears. They're not past the barrier yet, Tom, but they're going down the gears, just taking the rate down 2 or 3 pips. Maybe the pressure's coming off a bit.
Yeah, Teddies tend to focus a lot on their rhythm through the winter months. They're a crew that really drill in that synchronicity. They think hard and long about how the crew is put together, and the sort of, I guess, cohesion that they build throughout the course of the season enables them to row at this speed and at this sort of length. And I think, although it doesn't look like the intensity's on, I can be sure that they won't feel this race is done and dusted yet. They'll be keen to make sure they get a run out at least until the Forley, and pay due respect to Shrewsbury as well, who are pumping hard here.
Perfect unity. We're coming back live. So if you're joining us for this evening session from day 2 of Henley Royal Regatta, 3:36, you can see the time to Forley that St Edward's did. The Oxford School with the Blue Blades, Teddies, as they're universally known in rowing, are on the left of your picture. There's the graphics, sweet, isn't it? And Shrewsbury School battling all the way, as they did yesterday, where they beat Great Marlow School by a length yesterday. So there's the Teddies 8, and I have to say, Tash Page, or Tash Townsend, should I say, she was Tasha Page in the British Olympic team in Beijing and London, I think. She is coaching this crew and also working with 4 children. And I know, obviously, Sam Townsend, who coaches at Radley, will be having to do the same. But I think having 4 kids and being a full-time coach, as Tash is, you know, that's an incredible achievement.
It's a woman with an exceptionally busy diary, I'm sure. Whatever she's doing, though, Martin, it's working, because this Teddy's crew, I continue to be impressed by them. As I say, I've seen them a couple of times this season, and they're getting faster at exactly the right points in the season, which to me is indicative of superb coaching.
Yeah, you're right, actually. And I just want to say, I pick up bow, is in the bows, Anna, who is Austrian. We'll just get her surname right, actually. Anna Theresa Rosenbroch, 18 years of age. Teddies have quite a few international students at their school. But I was going to say, to your point, Tom, this morning we saw early doors the St Edward's second 8, which pretty much have been beaten by Hampton through the season, and they were like 2.5 lengths in front of Hampton, just coming good at the right time.
That's exactly it. It is a timing game. Rowing's a long season, particularly here in the UK. Things kick off in September, and these are the pinnacle races of the year through into July. So it's all about tapering at the right moments for these young junior crews who have to deal with, of course, exams and other things going on in their lives. So to get it right on the big stage is not an easy task.
Yeah, I love that, actually. I haven't mentioned it in commentary, but all of these women and indeed the young men have had exams Cara Hundermark, the cox of this Shrewsbury crew. I wonder if she is the daughter of Athol, who runs that programme. Not sure about that. But Isabel Torrey, you can see her back there. She's just 16 years of age, done really well at the British Championships. And a lot of the rowers in this boat are 16 or 17, with the exception of the cox. So it's a young crew, the Shrewsbury crew. But at the moment, it's Teddies that will progress through to the next round of the Prince Philip Challenge Cup for Junior Girls 8s. Shrewsbury, they're battling all the way. I can see them come towards me in the commentary box. They haven't let up at all. Tough row from these women. Well done to them. But the result was not in any doubt. In the heat of the Prince Philip, St Edward's School beat Shrewsbury School.